All right, good morning, guys. It's Monday, October 23rd. Today I'm going to do a video on how to process a file after you sign it and get it into production. We've created as about as simple and easy of a process as we can, and keeping a few things in mind that you gentlemen are salespeople, need to be back in the field, not really worrying about all the little details that go into building a roof. Those details are important, but you're going to let us know about those details, and you're going to get back and kind of do what we're trained to do is bring more business in. So when you sign a roof, first and foremost, you're going to go back to the home and you're going to get everything legal, right? We want to make sure that we have a signed contract. As you guys can see, this is an example of a signed contract. You're going to see a lot of little notes, a lot of little initials. Guys, we've got a lot of disclosures on our contracts. The reason we have disclosures is typically we've ran into issues where people said, he said, she said comes up. So we try to prevent as much of that as possible. It's extremely important that you let every one of your customers know that if it's not on the contract, we're not going to honor it. There's no such thing as a verbal agreement. So if a customer says that you said this, it's not on the contract, unfortunately, we're going to have to tell them that we're not going to be able to do that. So you have your contract. The only couple other things you need, guys, is a wood replacement gutter disclosure form. The reason we came up with this, no matter how much you guys sit here and tell us that we explain how the wood works, unfortunately, customers don't like to pay for it, especially if there's a lot of it. So we just want to make sure that we completely explain to them how it works. Gutters, they get damaged in a roof. Unfortunately, it's unpreventable. So we just want to make sure that we're not paying for new gutters when, it's just part of how we do things. So we need this form signed. You're also going to need a building permit signed. You can ask any of the office girls what municipality it is in. They should be able to pull it up from the property records and let you know. And then you're going to need an NOC. A notice of commencement is basically the county that your customer lives in. We have to get a notice of commencement signed. We have to file it. It allows us to get the building permit. And also, if for whatever reason they decide not to pay us, it allows us to lien their property. It means that we are the builder of record. So after you've done all that, guys, if you're getting the quick square report from Neil, you want to email him back and say, Neil, please do a full report for me. A full report is going to be a complete takeoff. It's going to do all the numbers that you need to get your material ordered, and you've only got to do a couple other things. We've set this up, guys, so you only have to come back. Once you get this back, you're going to use the property report is kind of your main key as well. Now, there's about 4 or 5 forms that we need printed out, but fortunately, you don't have to go individually fill them out. You're only going to have to fill out this first page, which is your project information page, guys. So that's the page you're going to go back to. You guys can see different colors. You see the yellow. The yellow is what you guys are going to have to fill out. This is the stuff that we don't know because we haven't been to the home yet, and you guys will know. So it's important that you go through each and every one of the yellow. Now, you might not use all of them, but this is the stuff that we need to have filled out. As I said before, you only have to go to this one page because this stuff, once you fill it out, is going to populate over. What populate over means? It's just going to take whatever we write and it's going to fill out the forms that we need. So it's going to bring it over to where we need it. Guys, we try to make this as easy as possible, and it really, really is. So real quickly, you're going to go and you're going to fill out as much of this as you know. We got Cocoa Beach, we're on shingles, we got the color. If you know it, please try to get the color. We got drip edge. We got the date that was signed. We also have the roof amount price, and then any applicable discounts. You want to make sure that you do a discount with a negative number because we want to, when it carries over, we don't want to be going the other way. So also any job notes, any delivery notes. If it's a complicated roof, we want to let them know. If it's a paver driveway or issues with access, as tree line, we also want to make them know that as well. Also, the only thing that we really don't know from a takeoff perspective is lead boots and additional stuff, skylights, lead boots. You want to make sure that you're putting these on your order form. You want to make it as easy as possible on the guys when they get there. So as you can see, guys, I've already filled this out. It took me no more than 2 to 3 minutes, and it's going to populate it over. It's going to bring it over. This is an order form. We have the PM checklist. This is what we're going to give to our production manager. So you can see the notes are important. Everything that I have on here is populated over. So it tells them how big it is, what kind of roof, if there's any particular issues the customer has. And this is the order we send to ABC Supply. So this is going to populate. You can see name, customer's name, everything is on this form. We also have the delivery notes right down here. Paver driveway, please put down plywood. We're letting them know anything and everything we can. Invoice request form. This is the form that once the job's complete, they don't have to call you and ask you for, well, how much did you charge and what'd you do here, what'd you do there. This form allows them to kind of communicate without communicating. As you can see, everything we put on there is here. The discounts, how much sheets of plywood are, pretty much anything and everything. So once you fill that first sheet out, again, guys, the project information sheet, the very first form, then you're just gonna print all these forms out, right? The way you print them out, really simple. You're gonna hold this control key down, guys, right? You hold the control key down, and then you're gonna hit on the ones you need. Now I need the shingle takeoff. I'm gonna click on that. PM checklist, my ABC shingle, and my invoice request form. See, control just means that I'm including all of those. I'm gonna go up to File. I'm gonna print. And basically it's gonna print the ones that I just said. So those are the forms that are gonna be printed. You can see one, don't necessarily need that one, guys, but I put it in there. And it's just gonna go and show you all the forms that you need printed out. You guys, so you hit print, you put them in your folder, you make sure everything is signed, you make sure every little detail is there. Guys, it takes you no more than 2 to 5 minutes to fill out a file. As I said, we've made this so easy on you guys that we only got to concentrate on this one form. So once you do that, you get your file turned in, you turn it into the administrative department. They order the building permit, they communicate with the customer, and the rest is history. You guys get back to making more money and selling more roofs. So this is the fast and easy way we came up with how to turn a file in, guys. If you have any questions, please, you can ask me or you can ask your manager. Thanks, guys. Have a great week selling.